My story goes back to, I guess let's go back to high school. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my vlog. I'm sorry I didn't get enough footage for you guys today. My main focus is actually on this end, I would say, just because I've been really heavily thinking about what I want to talk to you guys about today. So a little bit about why I started this YouTube channel is because I wanted to be, someone that you guys can relate with when it comes to losing weight. I wanted to be someone that, can inspire you guys and also motivate you guys to, want to take your own path and also write your own story or even lead your own, change. And my story goes back to, I guess let's go back to high school. High school, me, just typical 16, 17, 18-year-old. I feel like, I did struggle with a lot of, just image. Like, I felt like I had this image I had to uphold. And so in high school, I always felt like I degraded myself on how I looked. I always, just seen this person that was not appealing, and I seen that, I was the fat kid. I always thought of myself as, someone that was, bigger than the average guy, or, double the size of, the most overweight person. And so I always felt very uncomfortable in high school with my body. Even after, I've joined sports, I've always felt like I was the biggest person there, that I was the one that had the belly sticking out and had the love handles hanging over my pants, my waist. And it was something I really struggled with in high school, but it was something, I sort of felt like I really was thinking was normal. And at some point, I really did let myself go once I went into college. And it was something that, I felt like, some of my family, my friends, and even, myself, like, I felt like I was always been made fun of. People would talk about me behind my back and say, well, Brandon, look at Brandon's getting a little bit chubby, or Brandon, you're getting fat. And it would be told to my face, or I would hear those snide remarks. And it was just something that, I really struggled with, just going throughout my daily life. And I was always self-conscious about how I looked around people that would always judge me. And it was something that really affected me to the point where I was losing sleep at night. It was something that I really struggled with. And it was something that, really made me think about, because I wasn't happy anymore. I had always gotten the thought that, me being overweight was something that was normal. It was something that I couldn't change, and it was something, that I felt was so normal. I didn't want to be skinny. I didn't want to be fit. And so I remember at one point in my high school career and in my college career, that I actually just, didn't really care what I was eating, and I didn't really care what I was working out. I just wanted to live my life and be happy. And that's where food became a comfort for me. Food was something I always relied on, and it was something, I always took to to make myself feel better. But, you know, after a while, you know, it gets old. And after a while, you know, you really find yourself thinking, is this who I really want to be? Is this really who I want to settle for? Is this really what I want to, you know, is this who I really am becoming? And it was something that was a hard reality I had to face. And it became something to the point where I was very confused about where I could begin. And it was something that I was so lost because I've just been so comfortable, and I felt like it was normal for me to just be overweight and not, you know, live the life that I had ever wanted for myself. And so this takes us back to, you know, December of 2015, when I had actually started, you know, looking a little bit more into working out, looking a little bit more into what I need to, you know, just shed a couple pounds and make myself feel a little bit better. And so it started out going to the Tuba City Regional Healthcare Corporation Wellness Center. And that's where I had begun going to evening classes, going to afternoon classes, and taking like step aerobics, or going to, you know, spin classes, or, you know, taking the strength training classes there in the afternoons that were free to the public, because it was something that had been something in my mind had set off, and I was able to, you know, find a common ground where I wanted to get to. And so when I had started finally working out, you know, I started feeling a lot better about myself. I started seeing the drastic changes I had in my body. And, you know, I ended 2015, you know, very, very excited and hopeful about what I was starting to change my life around. And I wasn't depressed, and I wasn't, you know, I wasn't feeling like, you know, being overweight was going to be a burden for me anymore. And so going into January of 2016, I had actually weighed myself, and I was 279 pounds. And I've never weighed myself before that point, but that actually had scared me a little, only because it brought to my mind and myself thinking, you know, holy cow, Brandon, you could have been at least 300 pounds to start. And that scared me. It really did scare me. It really was something that, you know, really woke me up. And, you know, just, you know, with a lot of people having these different, you know, health problems, and these different studies being done on Native Americans and just the Native American community and about their health, and all of this had been something that, you know, had really made me think about the choices I was actually making, and the decision I had made to, you know, want to get better and to stop being lazy and, you know, change my life. And it actually had been a New Year's resolution for me to, you know, want to change my life around, and I wanted to, you know, be better. It made me want to, you know, it made me feel like, you know, there was hope still. And there is hope. You know, whenever you feel like you're in a place where you're lost or you're confused and you feel like this is something that you have to settle for, there is always going to be something within you that's going to want to make this change, because you know it's going to make you happy. And I'm happy to say, you know, I'm glad I made that decision to want to lose weight back in 2016, because from that point forward, I did actually, I actually changed my whole life around. I started watching what I was eating. I started reading labels. I had actually done different diets. I started out doing the military diet, which consists of me, having 3 square meals and, snacks throughout the day to stay within the macronutrients that had been, you know, tested and had proven results. And that was something that, got me through the first 90 days of the diet and the year, where I had actually been able to see drastic changes in my body and had seen drastic changes in just my mentality. And my mentality had changed to where, I didn't see any negative doubt. I was hopeful in what I was doing. I was able to, change my whole attitude around, where if I wasn't able to get a run in, I would be running at night. If I wasn't able to work out in the evening because of a work shift I had, I would make it to a point where I would get up at 5 a.m. and go to the wellness center. There was just, so many things that had gone through my mind that, I don't want to fail. I don't want to, let myself down, and I don't want to have these health problems that people say they do have. And so it's something that, that had been a lifestyle change for me. It was something that I was actually changing in myself, and I had changed my diet. I had changed, my mentality. I had changed my whole outlook on the person I wanted to be. And still to this day, I still have that vision of who I want to become. And every now and then, I get caught up in my thoughts, and I get caught up, going through social media and looking at these social influences that, have these, great looking bodies or these athletic build bodies. And, I'm not, sadly, I can say that, I'm partially there, but, it's still something that's a work in progress for me. It's still something that, I want to continue to do. And that's what actually has inspired me to, do this YouTube channel. It was something that, I wanted to do because it helped me, change my life around. And I want to be something that, my viewers are actually able to, relate with. And it is hard. You find yourself in low points where you don't think that this is going to be working out for you. You make it to the point where, you are too tired to, want to work out. You're too tired to, want to meal prep. You're too tired to do different things that get in the way of you and your goal. But, it has to start with you, and it has to start with, wanting to be better, and it has to start with you wanting to change your life around. And so, going back to 2016, I had actually gone through my whole weight loss for the year. And, in the first 90 days, I was able to lose about 50 pounds. And that was something that was very drastic for me to see. And it was something that I was so gladly, welcomed into a new, I would say, group of people, because, my mentality had changed, and I was, I had a fresh take on things, to where, I was actually seen as somebody. And that attention that I got was great, because, coming from, this sort of negative mentality, or this norm that you had set for yourself of, being overweight and looking fat and feeling like you're a worthless, pig. So many things go through your mind, but at the end of the day, you always have to remember that you're changing your life around, and though you don't have your results that you want in that day, as long as you made those physical attempts to, do your workouts, do your meal planning, do your meal preps, and actually keeping your nutrients in your diet, it's something that does benefit you. And it does make you happy. It's something, you go from being this negative person, and you go from being this person that doesn't care about how they look, to, being this person that's always smiling, and being this person that is very outgoing, and being this person, that is encouraging. And it's a really wonderful feeling. It's a really great feeling to know that, just these changes in just yourself, it's something that, really helps you define what sets you apart from who you are and who you can become. And it's something, and it's something that I can't really describe. It's something, that you just feel a great sense of feeling, knowing that you got your workout in. It's a great feeling knowing that, you're seeing the changes. And though the first couple months are hard, I will admit the first couple months are hard. The first couple days, first couple weeks, they're hard. You're breaking your norm of having to come from being this lazy couch potato to, going on evening walks, or going on afternoon runs, or, switching from water to, it's something that you're changing your whole life around. And these changes you're making are great changes. The changes you make are going to be what sets you apart from who you are then and who you are going to be now. And there's so many things that I can just blabber on about, but I really just want you guys to know that I know what you're feeling. I know what's going through your mind when you are going through those workouts, when you are going through those low points of feeling like you're worthless, or feeling like, I can't be that person that runs half marathons. I can't be that person that, can lift 100 pounds. I can't be that person that people like. I can't be that person that, I've always wanted to be, because, it's it starts with you. It starts with you wanting to be somebody else. It starts with you wanting to be this whole new person that finds joy in life again. And it is a rough couple months. It is rough, changing your life around, but you have to stick with what you set your mind on. That's the only way you're gonna get the results that you want. That's the only way that you're going to, improve your health, improve your happiness in general. Because I went from, going to bed crying every night to, going to bed inspired and ready to take on the next day because there's a new workout that you're wanting to try, or maybe it's a new pair of shoes that you had gotten and it's something that you're looking forward to running, or it could even be something as small as, having that workout partner, having someone to work out with, finding new adventures in your new lifestyle. And it's something that, it makes you wonder why you went through what you had, and it makes you wonder why you actually started. And if you had just stumbled upon this video and, you want to know what you're going to go through, and you want to know why you can't do it now, just remember and just always know that you're a pretty great human being. And there's not going to be another person in this world that's going to be like you, that has the energy that you have, that has the joy that you hold, that has the happiness in their heart, and that has the determination in their mind. You have everything you need to be the greatest person you know. And if you're watching this and you need that person to encourage you, you need that person to relate with, I can be that person. I can be the person that says, you can run a mile, you can run 5 miles. I remember the first time I ran 7 miles, I was so happy. There's so many things so many first time things that I had got to enjoy again, and that happened to me while I went through my weight loss. There's so much joy that you'll be able to find within these next couple months that you take. And whether you have a separate personality than what I have, whether you're in your teens, whether you're a young adult, whether you're in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, wherever you are in life, know that you can make a change in your life, and you can make this change that you're looking for. And I hope that, this video does inspire you to want to make those changes, and inspires you to want to keep going, because you're on a roller coaster that will only go up and up and up and up. And, the view is great once you're on top, so why not just keep going? And, if you're in the middle of your weight loss, you've got this far, why not keep going? Let's see what else you'll uncover. There's always joy, and there's always something new to find within your working out. So I'm not gonna keep talking. I just wanted to open up a little bit more about what I had finally gone through with a weight loss. So to put some things in perspective for you guys, this past January I did decide to go on a diet again. So just bring you guys up to speed, I had actually weighed myself on January 6th, weighed 260 pounds. So back from 2016, I actually did gain that weight back, but thankfully it's not 279. And so my weight loss did go through for the first 90 days. It actually just finished out last week. Along with my third half marathon since my first. And so the last time I have record of my weight loss, I did weigh myself lastly on February 4th, and I had weighed 239 pounds. So I haven't weighed myself since, but you know, I am gonna weigh myself soon and be able to track that for you guys so you guys are able to, you know, see and just what I can do and what you'll be able to potentially be able to do and where you guys will see yourself. So again, if you're watching this to find motivation, if you're watching this to get inspiration, you know, you can do it. I believe in you, you know, and you know, if there's something you want to know, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to get to your comments and just ask me anything. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to just pick my mind because I've gone through so many videos, I've gone through so many talks, I've gone through so many researches, just trying to figure out what would work best for my weight loss that I've gone through. And I, you know, am happy to say, like, I am happy. You know, I'm not depressed anymore. I'm not, you know, I'm not sad. I'm happy with where I'm at, and I can't wait to continue to, you know, build from now and be able to see where this YouTube channel does take us. So, like I said, I don't want to blabber on too long. I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much again for watching my videos and coming back again week after week. But if you're new here and you just happen to stumble upon this video, please like and subscribe, and I will be back with more content for you guys to view. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.